While we get that boiling, I've got fun coffee sent to me from the Main Youth General Store, the Bare Necessities. Even if it's no good, it's fun packaging. Have a little MSR filter here. Just gonna put that into do a pour over today. I don't know if I ever showed you this either. Little butternut coffee scoop I made. Kind of rough, but does the trick. Lots of mosquitoes, eh? Yeah. That's better. Been doing a lot of driving lately, especially this past weekend, and did a little family camp out with Sophie and Willow and my brother and his family, and had a great time. But doing a lot of highways and looking at all the corn, and this idea kept popping in my head. I said, when I get home, I'm going to try and carve something goofy like that. So today I grabbed a piece of 2 by 2 by I think it was 7 inches roughly, and today we're gonna make a corn cob, maybe a happy corn cob. We'll see. But I haven't done one before. Not gonna be a tutorial. Got a whole mixed bag of tools. We're just gonna have at it and yeah, see what we can come up with for a little caricature like corn cob. So that's the plan. These coffee and carving, I can never make up my mind what I want to do. The perfect video to me, like I've said in the past, is a silent video, especially when it's not a tutorial. But today I guess I'll keep you in the loop and use my words a little bit. Nobody seems to like the silent videos as much as I do, so I guess that's what we'll do. But did I mention the mosquitoes are bad? Man. Anyway, I'm going to finish up my coffee and we'll just go right at it. It's a beautiful, beautiful day today. Don't know what, the mornings have been nice and frosty and cool, but fall is coming. Just trying to get a real rough idea of what exactly I'm going to do. Should have drawn a picture or something, but we'll figure it out. I'm trying to think. I'm having a brain fog, but what do you call the silky hair on top? I can't think of it to save my life. I would have told you right off if I wasn't trying to think of what it was. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2 bottom leaves and then 2 back leaves higher. So kind of like a corn cob in the husk, with the back ones being a little bit higher. Now as for the hair, I still don't know what it is. Alright, I'm going to draw some lines on there. So that's his little topper. Okay, I think I got a rough idea. I think I'm going to have these husks kind of like overlapping each other, like one inside of the other. I'm going to come around and I'm going to do the back ones tall like this, and they're going to be bolder than the front ones. So they're kind of like a backdrop. That's the idea. I'm not sure how it'll play out, but I'm just going to take a big V tool and just work my way around, and we'll try and get a shape, and then we'll just take what comes and make it work. I'd like to have these to have a little bit of a cant, like a little droop, little kick or flare out on them. So these are going to come way in. Now we're getting there. Sharpen up that line with a big sharp cut. Look at that. There. Now for these, I'm going to give these really bring them in. See that? I got a little kick on there. Make it look like a folding. It's folding over. Same thing on this side. There's the front. See how I got that there? I got these trying to droop over. If I was to do this again, I already know that these should be a lot bigger. It'd be a lot cooler if they were bigger, but that's hindsight next time. But that's roughly how I want the front. I'm gonna put some grooves in it after with the V-tool or something, but on to the back. Basically, same as the front, only bigger. Finnegan's at my feet here, just getting covered in wood chips. So, see what we're doing here? This is the back side. I'm just paring down the sides, trying to match the same idea as the front here. See how it's going to look? Kind of like a, hopefully that we can see these little tabs on the back here. I gotta thin the actual corncob head down. Yeah, we're getting there. Just a crazy idea. And that's what I want to encourage you guys to do. If you can think it, you can carve it. And you may not get the first one right, like this, but I bet you if I do another one, it'll be better. Ideally, anyway. Well, I think we just about got the husk. That. We're getting there. This is a fun one, really. It's fun to challenge yourself. So I think the husks actually have like a main vein that kind of supports the leaf part, but we're not really going to do that. But I am going to draw some lines on here, just kind of give it a bit of a direction, and we'll use our V tool just to do the opposite. Where it would be sticking out, we'll use the V tool, and we'll actually we'll carve it in a bit, and that will just give it a little bit of texture. And we can just kind of run that right around. Go away, mosquitoes. It's kind of like a little bit of a backup direction. Like we've got the leaves kind of tilted, but that just kind of gives it a little bit more life, a little more action to it. Maybe we'll even do a few extra ones. I don't know if that shows up on the camera, but see how they got the little vein in there. Do that all the way around. And it's not, I keep saying a leaf, and you know it's not a leaf, it's a husk. So they don't, you don't have the main vein and then the branches out. Corn is always goes with it, so I can just kind of give that a few extra little cuts just to give it a little more leafiness to it. Not too much. I'm not making whiskers, but just a few little lines. I think that's good. Can you see those lines? Alright, I'm gonna draw a little face on this guy. Actually, for the hair, I got the V tool in my hand. We can start giving that a bit of a. That's gonna come. The hair grows straight out of the top, so it's gonna have to really come around. You gotta show that coming from the bottom and over. Should be super fine, but it's not gonna be. It's gonna be very distinct too, because it's a real dark brown. Alright, it's a little bit smaller, but that's the idea. Just going to clean up that edge a little more. Now we can draw our face. Alright, time for face. Alright, how are we going to do this? I think we need a really big mouth. Yeah, let's do teeth. Like that. We'll give a little bit of a bridge here. No real nose. Hey, dumb question. Does corn have ears? Oh boy. Some real big eyeballs. What do you think? Something like that? Okay, let's do something like that. See how these aren't perfect? I'm okay with that. It gives it that cartooniness, goofy lookingness. There we go. There's our eyeballs. I'm making this cut with a mosquito right in my ear. Doggone. Alright. I'm gonna brush. Alright, so right off the bat, you know what I'm gonna do? My little 3-corner cut just to deepen that edge, both sides. And I think we're ready to set the teeth. Top teeth are going to be much bigger. We'll cut that down like so. And the bottom teeth are going to be under them. So. Just gonna take that chip out of every line. Take it right out. And then on the teeth part, just gonna take the little angle off of the edges. A little bit worn look, I guess. See how that just separates that? Down. Take the angle off. Each way. Pop a little chip out. Don't go to the bottom teeth, but I'll just do that. Right, there's our goofy, silly grin. I said I wasn't going to give him lips or anything, but I think I'm just going to roll my knife underneath just to give him a bit of a, see how it just kind of gives him just a little bit of a lip, or the appearance of a lip. That. There's a little bit there. Alright, we need some kernels. How do you think we're going to do the kernels? I don't know if I should stay totally away from the face and just kind of bring them into the side. Well, maybe that's how we should start. It's just off the first course. Just come into the up to the face. That might be the best idea. Okay, I'll draw my lines and show you what I got. So I got my my lines drawn on here, and all the kernels are in rows. They're not staggered at all. you don't shingle your kernels. So they're all in a row here. And I got digging, and I've got a parting tool here, which is probably a 60 degree. It's more than the 45 anyway. I'm going to try an inconspicuous one back here, because that may save me a lot of trouble. Oh, I like that. It has it's a sharper point. Oh, that's going to work just fine. So I'm going to use this one. I've got, you could say they're oversized kernels, and that is because I'm lazy. I think we're just getting the point across that they're kernels. So I think I'll just go across each one. I'm definitely not going to get too caught up with each kernel. I don't even care if they're squarish. It's a caricature. Look at that. There's our corn grid. That works. Alright, I'm going to do the rest of them. I put the one dead center right up his eyebrow here. I'm glad I didn't mess around with the face with kernels. That would just be too much. Alright. I'll finish her up. Alright guys. Here's our little happy corn cob. You know what? I learned a few things on this, but overall I'm kind of happy with it. That's a good feeling when you're not dissatisfied totally with your carving. So like I said, I wanted to try something different. It was all in my head, and man, I'm happy. One thing I might do, see, always got to play with it. You know how I did that bottom lip? By rolling my knife. I think I'm going to do that. Okay, I did it. Now I did it. Okay, there, I rolled the top lip too. So let's take this guy home, and I'll think about it, but I may do some antiquing and whatnot, and I'll paint him up. I'll bring in bits and pieces. I won't make you watch the whole thing. I know we're already deep into a video. So I will take him home, paint him up, and I'll meet you back in the carving room. Alright? See you in a few. And we're back. I was trying to think of what I wanted to do. I didn't want all the kernels to blend together. So I'm just going to go around quickly, just like the last video, and just do a little bit of wood burning just to separate the kernels, and it'll just kind of come out a little bit under the paint. So that's what I'm going to do first. So I'm going to do all this wood burning, and then get right to the painting. Alright, there's our little bit of burning on there, and we're going to go right into the green, a watered down green color here. work our way from the bottom up. So we're going to do the green, and then we'll do the yellow, and then the hair. And that's our green. And right straight into the yellow. Which I can't lie, I've been looking forward to seeing how this yellow is going to look. I think the wood burning is nice because I don't think the yellow really highlights the cracks or anything, so I think that little bit of wood burning. Or you could do antiquing, or you don't have to do either, but I think it's nice to have that kind of highlighted just a little bit. See that? I'll paint the yellow, get back to you again. Alright, there's my yellow. I think I mentioned in the last video, I like to paint right over the eyes, and in this case the teeth too. Gives it kind of a base coat, and then the white will just kind of really shine off it. But time to put some brown in the hair. Oh, I should have Googled that. What is the corn fuzz? Oh well, you know what? I bet you as soon as I hear it, I'll say, oh shoot. That's what it is. And I'm sure you guys are going to tell me. So, going with brown, dark brown hair, and then we'll go back to the eyes and the teeth. And that's where we are. Just need to add some eyeball color and a quick wax. Alright, she's all done but the waxing. Just putting on the old Clattman's salad bowl finish again. I think I called it a mix of paraffin and beeswax in the past, but I just read the thing that says mineral oil and beeswax, so either way, it gives a nice, not glossy finish, but it's sealed. And I think I'm going to do this more often. Give them a nice oil finish. Really, all you're protecting it against is like dirty little fingers playing with your carvings, but it's good to put something on it. I'm pleased, very pleased with this guy, if I can say that. You know, you think of something in your head and you say, can I do it? And that's what, like I said, I want you to be thinking that way. You don't need a tutorial for everything you can think of, and I get lots of suggestions for that, and I did the coloring book, carving and stuff like that, and if you can think it, and once you got a couple things, like to me, these eyes were a lifesaver. Larry Green's eyes, and I've seen Dry Creek carving using similar eyes, and to me, I can put eyes on anything. In fact, before I even thought of the corncob, I was thinking about doing a carrot. So maybe we'll do a whole garden patch eventually over time, but in the meantime, there is there's our corncob man. I'll spin around if you can see him. But I like him. I like him a lot. Very pleased with how he turned out. And yeah, I hope you like this kind of video. I don't know what to do anymore, so I'm sure this video is on the long side, and some of you might like that. Instead of trying to cram it all in and a lot of too much fast forwarding, a little bit of chatting, but coffee and carving, corncob man, all done. All right. I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.